Yeah, hello guys. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about the valuation of shares. So basically what in this video, we are going to discuss that what is this valuation of shares, why there is a need of valuation of shares and what all the factors are there which will impact the valuation of the shares. So we will start with that the first of all, we all know that if company wants to raise a capital from the market, so there are some sources through which they can raise the capital. Out of that sources, the shares, the issue of shares is one of the uh, main source to raise the capital from the market. Now, when we are talking about the shares, so what will be the valuation of share we need to discuss? When, in what cases we are going to value our share? What is the need of valuation of share? So some circumstances are there through which or on that time we have to value our share. So very first situation or the circumstances, amalgamation. When the two companies are amalgamating or merging together, at that time the both companies valuation of share must happen, because as they are merging, so many things will be there to merge: their capital, their expertise, their employees. So many things are there that is going to merge. In that case, now what will be the value of the share? We have to value it. So that one circumstances at the time of amalgamation. Now, second is when loan is granted on the security of shares, that you are just uh, of having a loan from the market. If you want to, if you are going to keep shares as a collateral security, in that case also you have to uh, value that what is the updated value of the share. You have to compute it. So in that case also we have to do a valuation of shares. Then third is when preference share or debentures are converted into equity share. Okay. Now, as we know that there is a preference that the preference share or debentures, if they are there in a company, they can be converted into equity share as well. So in that case, obviously there is a need to know that when we are converting the preference share or debentures, then what will be the value of that equity shares if we are going to convert it. Now, fourth is when equity shareholders are to be compensated on acquisition of their shares by a company under the scheme of the nationalization. So basically, these all are the circumstances or situations at which there is a need to do a valuation of shares. Okay. Now, next is what all the factors are there when we are going to value our shares. So what all the factors are there which is going to impact it? So very first is the nature of business. What kind of business you have, whether you have your manufacturing company, whether you have your service company, what kind of company you have. Accordingly, there is a fluctuation every time in the share. So at that time, you have to value that what is the value of share according to the nature of the business. The nature also impacted. Next is the demand and supply for share. As we know that the price of anything fixed on what is the demand and what is the supply of that particular thing in the market. So this also affect the valuation of the share. Key, what is the demand there of the share in the market, and accordingly what is the supply there. Okay. Next is the government policy. If government policy is very liberal, very friendly with the corporate sector and all, in that case, the share of the value of the share could be high. If there is a very strict policy regarding the valuation regarding the companies, so in that case, there could be a little bit impact on the value of share. That shares value could be down in that case. So the government policy is also impacted very badly. Then past performance of the company. What was your profitability? What was your performance in the last year? That also decide that what will be the value of your share. As more and more profitable you are, your value of share also will be good in that case. Growth prospect of a company in future, what you are planning to do, what is the growth there of your company in a future, that also decide the value of your present share. That if you are going to boom in a future, then in that case, that will, in a present time, it will impact your shares value. It will be very good, price of your share will be there if your growth prospect is very good. Then management of the company, whether we are discussing about the goodwill, whether we are discussing about the share, if we are discussing their valuation, so this management skill of the company is very important there. How you are managing it, what is your policy, what is the management policy, what is the management rule regarding their companies, that all impact the value of the share as well. Economic climate, what is the situation there in the economy, our economy, that also impacted. Accumulated reserves, what the reserves you all have, that also is one of the measure to calculate the share price. So what is the accumulated reserves there, that also impact. Then prospect of bonus and right issue, how much bonus shares you are giving to your existing shareholders, how much right issue you are doing to your existing shareholders, that also impact your value of the price. If your value of the share, if you are giving a good bonus shares and all, issuing a good bonus shares and all, then in that case your valuation of share will also be good. Dividend declaration, this is also very important. As you are more profitable, you are going to give a very good amount of dividend. If you are giving a very good amount of dividend, in that case, more and more investors are going to invest in your, if more and more investors are there to invest, then there will be a more demand of these shares. Then in that case, the value of share also will be high in that case. Okay, so these all are the factors which will impact the value of the share. So while we are calculating, these factors must be kept in mind when we are calculating the value of the share. So in this video, we are ending here only. In the next video, we are going to discuss that what all the methods are there to value our share. Till then, bye-bye.